Welcome in, everybody, to another tremendous day of CS2 case market coverage. And we're just going to jump right into it. We don't want to waste your time here today. So, here on the front page of the lower priced cases here, we've not really seen a lot of movement on any of these on this front page. CS20s still fluctuate roughly around 80 cents down to about 77 right now. These Prismas have stayed the same where they've been at all week. Let's go ahead and move up to the next page. The danger zones have gone up maybe a cent, sitting at about $1.06. They're still up about 6 cents total from the last week. The horizons have stayed stagnant. The falchions have gone up. I don't know exactly within the last few days, but 10 cents at least within the last week. If we come ahead and now let's take a look at these. I honestly, and these are not an operation case, by the way. I mentioned that in one video. I did not mean that. Um, I haven't been looking at these too much, but they've honestly been staying kind of stagnant for a month at least. So nothing too crazy on those. The revolvers have been having a really good month. We covered that previously, though. These Spectrum 2s I want to take a look at because these guys are having a very, very big surge, especially within like the last week. I mean, 282 up to 303 is a 20-cent jump within the last week. And within the last month, it started at about 242 all the way up to now over $3 on this Spectrum case. So a 60-cent jump is humongous in a month. Watch out on those Spectrum cases. And if this can happen even at a fraction of the level that it is now for a bigger period of months, I really, really think this market is going to explode within the next 2 years. 2025 is going to be a big year for it. We covered yesterday, check that video out, about how the Chromas have been really, really taking off in the last month. But today we're specifically going to be jumping into the gamma cases because these have also been just on a crazy tear. If you look at the last month on these, start at about $3.08 and they're all the way up to about $4 hovering around regularly. So just about 90 cents a dollar gain on these in a month is huge. And I don't think that a case like the Spectrum won't have that exact same path. Um, that's how most of these cases that eventually rise up to these higher numbers. This is exactly the path they all have. That's why I have confidence in every single case in the market that is rare. Um, because it's inevitable, but it's oh, sorry about that. It is inevitable that it is going to have that path. So, um, again, because there's only a limited amount, whatnot. Uh, so again, those gamma cases, and I want to show you why these are really exploding. If you look like in some of these times around here, like we're only getting max like 200-ish sold. Um, per day throughout these days here in most of early December when the case wasn't moving. And if you look through here, it starts to ramp up. Like people started by 400 a day on some days, 300 on some other days. This guy, you can see it really took off when it was somebody was really buying up a lot these times this day here. And that's where you really see the rise is when cases start to get bought up. And once the cases go, again, the market tends to stay up. I've said that before, and that's what you see with a lot of other cases. Um, so always just keep your eye on that. So that's just the Gamma 1 case. Let's go ahead and look at the Gamma 2 case, which has been also on a huge upward trajectory this last month. Look at how it started about $3 all the way up to about 384 where it's sitting right now. So that's an incredible jump. 84 cents in a month is huge. So keep your eye on these gamma cases, guys. We're going to be looking at those over the course of the next few months. And I'm not really sure. Something's got to give with those, man. They could be up into $5, $6 within 6 months or more if they take anywhere near that trajectory. You see these other cases like see what I mean about the market holding value. This is exactly what I mean. So the breakout cases, even though there's 12,000 on the Steam market in circulation, once it's climbed in value up to about $8, it generally like it held that value. And then investors can still offload and it doesn't lose a crazy amount of that somewhere near $8-ish value because it's hung around $7 and $8 for at least I'd say a year or so now. Um, Now, if you come and look at like something like the shadow case or the horizon case, there's even less than that on the market, but you see the price of these is way lower. This is because we know that there's way more of these that still exist. Um, And obviously other factors like people want the butterfly knife and whatever good skins are inside of the breakout case. I'm not exactly sure. Nothing honestly too crazy. Um, but just because these have climbed in value and achieved that value around $8, even when people offload it, generally can be held there because sellers don't want to go much below that, and people will still buy them. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. This has just been another great day of coverage out here. Again, get your hands on these gammas and chromas now if you want to get in, because they're going to be climbing and climbing and climbing, along with all of the other cases. It's a great time to buy into the case market. Do your own research on what you want to buy, how you want to get in, folks. But I'm just here to cover objectively what's going down and give my personal opinion on where I think the market's going based on how I've seen it go through me watching it the last 4 years or so. So, thank you all for coming out. This is another little rendition of a market update for you guys. Let me know what you're investing in. I want complete, just total honesty. In the comments, what you're feeling about the market, what you're feeling about cases. I just want everyone to be able to make money. And through that happening, this takes objective fact and objective opinion out there. So if you think something I'm saying is bullshit, say that, bruh. But I'm just telling it how it is. I'm not lying to you folks. So thank you all for coming out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a tremendous evening, everybody.